And of course, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Thank you to everybody out there for tuning in for some fun racing tonight. Kentucky is the setting here for the F it, let's have a beer, or the four-letter word that I can't say. FILHAB is the hashtag that you should put out there for me. And this is the truck series for the signature eNASCAR circuit here on iRacing. If you're not a part of iRacing, you need to go to iRacing.com and give all of those fine folks a follow on that. 4.8 million followers and growing. Hopefully they surpass the 5 million mark with our help. Of course, go to signatureesports.com, buy you a PhilHab t-shirt and or hoodie or ball cap or whatever you want to do. They are qualifying right now. They're going to get that finished here in just a moment. In roughly about 20 seconds, we'll have the starting grid ready for you. New sponsor tonight. You're going to be able to see that at the end of the broadcast. But thank you to all of our sponsors out there. Maximus Sports Cards, of course, on our platform out there. And, of course, all of the fine race sponsors that we've had throughout the season here. But new addition to us is going to be the Victory Lane sponsor. You see it in the National Motorsport Simulation Association. They are going to join us over here in the signature eNASCAR circuit. They're going to be doing, you missed Rocket League last night. You know what? Rocket League was fun. It was absolutely a blast last night. So thank you to everybody who tuned in for that. A whole lot of fun for all of it. Make sure that you get all the shares and the likes and all that phenomenal stuff out there, because I would greatly appreciate you doing that. Do what you can. Starting grid here for the Kentucky 180, and they're going to do some two-stepping here as qualifying is going to start happening. Day of race now for all the drivers. Brandon Banks, the 88, back in the trucks this week, running Kentucky here at nighttime. Going to be your pole sitter. Brian Double Trouble Dublé running the 00. The only double number that we really allowed, just because of, it fits. Brian Dublé in the trucks here on the outside pole position, second fastest over the night. AJ Green's going to be inside row number 2 with Michael Newbrow, the man himself. I call him Mr. HR because he deals with a lot of stuff that I don't really want to. He and Tony Kivitt, those guys are absolutely amazing to see. DLJ is going to be out there in the number 65 in the inside row number 3 with Colby Hartung to the outside. Clint Leatherwood, part of the, he's the reason why we have home table racers. I'm just saying, the guy is absolutely amazing. 26, going to start inside row number 4 with the 45 of Jacob Denson out there. Mason Flippin and Raymond Root back in the mix. Those guys going to be there in row number 5. Row number 6 is going to be Eric Stewart and Chris Roberge. Mr. Roberge driving the 98 today. Starting grid back down to it. There is the 66 of Wesley Straight. Matt Belt's going to be there in row number 7 to his outside. Mr. Brandon Sauls, Sergeant Brandon Sauls, part of the Team SE group. He's going to be there in that number 15 and 15th relative to his number. Inside row number 8 with Todd Kirkwood, new driver to the series. Good to see K7 Racing out there. He's going to be running, I believe, with the Wildcard Racing, part of the Maximus Austin Harder team out there. Number 49, Jesse Priest is going to be out there, and 17th with Austin Johnson to his outside. That's row number 9. Row 10 is Jason Hastings and Mark Harris. Aiden Hill, Stephen Rasik, row 11. Ryan Wilson, teammate to Austin Harder, is going to be there in row number 12. Those guys going to share that row. Cody Anderson and Douglas Carlson going to make up row number 13. And Ryan Taft, Gregory Turner, row number 14. Chris Budd, Zach Flippin, Evan Tuggle, Matt Roberts. That's going to be all the way through 16. Brian Crocker's going to be out there. And, of course, Chris Massey's going to be out there. Everybody's there to have a lot of fun. And Brian Crocker, get back in the mix there. I need to get his number all figured out. Let's go. Mr. Leatherwood says George Williams out there. Good to see you, George. P11 says Eric Stewart. He's ready to rock and roll. Broadcasting on your end tonight. Good luck with you out there, Doug. I hopefully you have a great race and everybody's going to be ready to rock and roll here. Fred the Barney Flag Man high above the stands. Good to see SE all over the stream here. Hashtag Signature Esports out there for me. Hashtag PhilHab. Hashtag that beer chick. And tonight's broadcast booth sponsor, B&H IT Services. Go to bnhitservices.com. And make sure you check out all of the things that they're going to have. Starts, restarts on the green flag. And we're going to have to update paints because paints are not updated here. We're going to get those. They'll update. You'll see the trucks kind of flicker white here over the course of the stream. So don't pay that any attention. 88 gets a good jump right there on the start of the race. 88-48. AJ Green there. DLJ to the bottom. Double trouble up top. Mid and high line. Kentucky, a very fast track here. And we'll see a little bit of skipping for me. Those guys absolutely wonderful. Greg, thanks for the share out there. I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do. And they're going to be moving a groove, and here they go. Paints are downloading at the same time, so like I said, you're going to see some flickering going on. 88, Brandon Banks, a good jump with the 48 right there. These guys are going to be running pretty much every series that they can, and good appreciation for all the drivers. 48 to the inside of the 88 for the lead here, and maybe trying to work those tires in. Driving Kentucky is a lot like driving the flattest parts of Charlotte. And if you can hold the midline and you can hold the bottom, you're going to be fast, fast, fast here. And right here, Brandon Banks just barely edging out AJ Green coming into the turn. Lap 3 being completed. Green flag conditions, folks, have been settling in. And they're ready to rock and roll. Make sure that good luck to Austin Harcher and Ryan Wilson, too, says George out there. The National Motorsport Simulation Association co-broadcaster on Wednesday nights, Mr. George Williams. Always the George Williams report I thoroughly enjoy. Might have to go and just bring him on as the full race full race spec guy. Give him all the information, let him do. AJ Green and Brandon Banks battling out for first and second. They're back and forth, but DLJ utilizing that low line. Colby Hartung, the 4 there. 48's going to slide up in front of the 88, and that's going to be the line he's going to run. 65 of DLJ trying to get to the inside. Oh, a little bit loose from the 48. Little nose contact from the 88. They were trying to get in there. He was trying to utilize that line. Little checkup, little love, little bump. And right now, DLJ trying to go to the inside of the 48. He drops down below the yellow apron there. That is fair game as they come around. And now the same move about to be pressed. There's the 48 to the inside. DLJ to the bottom. 65 of Dale Lucas Jr. or Dale Leakis Jr. Sorry, apologies about that. I know how to say his name. He is running that low line. 23 of Colby Hartung right there to the bottom. And right now the 48 losing ground to DLJ as they continue to move. 5 laps in. Pit strategy is going to be a big key. Race info as they get things underway here. Track temperature, very cool, 78 degrees here at nighttime in Kentucky. Sparta, Kentucky, to be more specific. 1.46 miles is the track, and 75 degrees is the air temperature. 74% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 6-mile-an-hour wind. Moving. They are moving. Go, Aiden, says Darlene out there. Good to see you out there. Seven laps in, AJ Green, comfortable little lead. There's that color change that I was showing you. I knew I was going to be talking about. I believe my boy just got himself a new pistol. A little Springfield. Nice little one. It is nice. Oh, we're back to green here. Here it is. Make Mama Proud, says Darlene out there. Aiden Hill, let's check and see where he's at in the grid here. Up 3 spots to 18th. He started 21st in the grid, 27, moving and grooving. Enjoying it. He's got Jacob Denson behind him. I'm sorry, Jacob Denson. Austin Johnson behind him. that's not about the same, 75 cents a round. Big. Wheat. Thank you very much. Mike Newbrow, the biggest guy that's dropped off here. Here is Mr. Newbrow. I'm digging his paint. Sorry about that, folks. Family came in. Family wanted to talk. Gotta do it. That's what we've got to do. There's Mr. Newbrow. I am liking it, buddy. I'm digging your paint. I hope that you are too. I don't know where your numbers are, but you're driving pretty darn fast. Greg Turner, the 69, bringing up the tail end of the field. He's holding on. Ryan Taft on pit road. He might have gotten a late start. Ryan Crocker up 3 spots. There is Team SC holding on for dear goodness. There at the bottom of the racetrack. Right behind the 28 of Matt Roberts, who's up 2 spots as well. Newbrow being patient. That's usually his job. Evan Tuggle out there. There's the number 40. He is right there trying to be as patient as he can. He's got Zach flipping to the outside. Chris Buds. Brandy, there's your man. 53. Making ground. He's got the 15 in front of him. There's Brandon Sauls doing a good job. The 99 of Steven Rasick to the outside. Got a big 10. Look at that. Driving the Cats to the outside. Doug Carlson, 86. He's got the Phasma with Friends truck. He's out there. Cody Anderson to 32. Picking up the OCR driver there to the outside and the back. 18 making a pass there on the inside. That's Austin Harger. WCR is now the 32, tries to make moves. Little wall tap from Austin, as I think that's what that was going on there. Austin Johnson in front of him, so the 12 and the 18, the 2 Austins using a high line, coming through, making it move. Those guys running in 20th, battling back and forth. Cody Anderson trying to get past to the bottom side as well. Ryan Wilson, the 34, he is up there. Driving out Reese's Pieces. Man, look at him go. He's trying to make a pass on Jason Hastings. The 29, he does clear that and is going to be pulling into 18th. Hastings in 19th. Aiden Hill up another couple of spots since what we last saw him. He's got Mr. Priest, the 33. There he is. Got the John Deere machine rolling through the gears in 16th. Matt Belt off the spot from the start of the race. He is 15th. He has still got a lot of racetrack left. Mark Harris, the 31. He is leading this little pack around. They're trying to catch up to Todd Kirkwood, who's a couple of seconds ahead of him there on the backstretch. He's got Roberts in front of him. Roberts right where he started in 12th. Raymond Root, he is back in the mix. There's the number 8. He was running the number 10, but the number 8 here, he's got the 66 in front of him. Wesley Strait up 3 spots from where he started, but the 8 trying to use that outside line. Reese's a plenty. I dig it, buddy. Eric Stewart, the 82, having a good day. He's up a couple of spots at the start of the race here. Mason flipping in 8th up a spot. That's the 61. Jacob Denson up a spot as well. Clint Leatherwood, he's up to 6th. Double Trouble trying to get himself back to 2nd. He's in 5th right now. Top 5 looking truck so far. Brandon Banks, the 88, your pole sitter. He's got a lot of work to do. He's got to get back to that P1. He wants to be back in that P1 position, but he's got Colby Hartug in front of him. Up 3 spots is Colby Hartug. DLJ trying to track down the 65. I'm sorry, the 65, trying to track down the 48, who is your race leader. DLJ having a good race so far, and we do love what we have here. Here's the tower cam that I like at Kentucky. Now, these guys are absolutely having a go. Aiden Hill says Mike out there. Michael, it's good to see you. Your sponsors are watching and rooting for you. I'm super happy to see you guys out there. I know that he was talking about his new sponsors. He's very, very excited about that. I'm very happy to see him get it. Go Denson says Ringo out there. Good to see you, buddy. I'm excited to see you out there. I'd like to get out there with the B&H guys and root them on. I get into streams every once in a while and I see you guys out there having a whole lot of fun. 48 front stretch run here gets to the Kentucky line. DLJ still in traction here. Brandon Banks having a little bit of a hard time getting around Colby Hartung. Colby Hartung protecting that bottom line like it's his life. But he gets a run there on the backstretch. And you see him close the pace to the back bumper. It's into turn number 3. Better than 3 and 4, I think. as Brandon Banks closed that distance down. It's all about patience, all about fuel strategy, and it's going to be all about that long green flag run. Man, oh man, big ol' woo from Brandy Banks. Appreciate you out there very much. I know that here pretty soon we'll probably see our good friend Joe jump into the stream. She is absolutely a thrill. I'm so happy to be a part of that. Make sure you go buy yourself an F It Let's Have a Beer shirt, the 4-letter word I can't say. Because I can say it. I have said it. I just don't really want to say it. Midline, changing the line. The 48 is 65 coming to the inside. Does look like a little rear damage from the 48. That's going to affect that spoiler. It's not as straight as you would want it. And the 65 is going to be there. 48 is going to clear here. 65 still carrying that low line. 48 into turn 1, turn 2. They're side by side. DLJ trying to make a pass for the lead here. 65, 48. Moving. These guys are that outside line just a little bit faster, but it will be super impressive. I do love that beer chick out there. If you haven't checked her new YouTube channel out, you need to go do it. It is That Beer Chick on YouTube. She has got a whole lot of things planned, and want to make sure that she gets out there. She gets those videos monetized, and we want to support her as much as we can. Her lives are absolutely fantastic, and she doesn't have the gaming videos like we do, but she does have a good sense of how to talk about the things that she's interested in. And the things that she's interested in, besides of course having a beer or two, is of course having a good sense of nature, and that's kind of what her videos are about. Absolutely fantastic. B&H IT Services, you guys know that famous commercial that we have for these guys, and they are absolutely a thrill. I'd like to make sure that we get that. Another broadcast boost sponsor that I don't have up today that's going to be here for tomorrow and the Cup Series is going to be Pointers Motor Supplies. Those guys have been, Kelly Pointer, KPTV out there, has been an absolute thrill to be a part of. He has me build his paint schemes, and I've been working on some new ones for him. He has me doing them, and I had a cool idea for a design, so I'm gonna get those taken care of. Thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for the follow as well. Those are all great. My name is Jason. Signature Esports is the platform. We do iRacing broadcasts. We play a little bit of Phasmophobia. We do a little Valheim. I'm gonna get back into the Cyberpunk because I haven't finished that game yet. I was so upset about the glitches that were going on with that game that I stopped playing it for a little while. 25 laps in, they've got 4 tire changes here at the track, and so they're gonna have plenty of tires to make it work here. They're gonna start with their set 4 total tire changes. They're going to run about 30 to 40 laps on 80% fuel. That's what they've got here. Brandon Banks going around. He's passed Colby Hartung for 3rd, so he's going to try to make that move again. Double Trouble trying to get to the back bumper right here. This is the battle for 4th as Double Trouble moves himself into their Kato's Glassworks number 00. I really dig. If you haven't checked out Kato's Glassworks on Instagram, you need to. When she goes live, she has some awesome videos that she does. And he's got a teammate in front of him. 45 of Jacob Denson driving for B&H. B&H Racing right there. Going to go to the outside. He's going to try to make that pass. Coming into turn 1. Below is the 00. 00 is going to clear the 45. Into the turn. 45 is going to carry the same speed into turn 1. And he is moving. Kind of want to make a check here and see what's going on with my good friend Mr. Michael Newbrow. Now I don't know if he started from the pits, but he has probably got the right fuel strategy here. He usually runs conservatively, and the number 6 today is holding on to it. I do dig his paint scheme. He's there to the inside of the 19. Zach flipping, trying to make a pass here. Doing a good deal. Good job by all the drivers. They're running clean. Stick on our new driver, Todd Kirkwood. He started 16th. The 49 is there. He is running in 15th, up a spot. The 34 behind. That's Ryan Wilson. 7 spots. Man, oh man, there he is. Let's see who our biggest mover of the race is. I do believe it's probably the same guy that moves big every race. There he is, Matt Roberts, the 28. He's going to have Douglas Carlson trying to sneak to the inside here. The 18 is going to be behind him. Carlson has been behind the 28 for a while. He's got the 53. That's Brandy Budd's old man. He's up 9 spots. 20th spots. This is 20th and 21st. Carlson has the 18 to the inside. 18 trying to run fast there. As you see, these guys comparatively running super fast laps. Fall off. Fastest driver on the racetrack right now, AJ Green. Last time by 30.57. Now to a 30.77. That's going to show Clint Leatherwood running just as fast. Brian Dublé running just as fast. Colby Hartung running a little bit faster. And Hartung starting to pick up the pace just a little bit as they continue to move and groove. Most of the drivers there, they're off like a prom dress. Austin Johnson in on pit road. I think he's got a little right side damage. He might be coming in for tires. Going to take that extra lap. He's 1 lap down at the moment. And going to be about 2 laps down now, I think, as the 48 comes around. 0.3 of a second is the lead from the 48 to the 65. AJ Green leading the field. Keep moving, bud, says Brandy out there, and keep the fenders clean. You know it. You know that right side's going to be the biggest fall off here. There's Chris Buds. He gets passed by Matt Roberts. Austin Harger passing Douglas Carlson. That midline's going to be the fastest line around this track at the moment. So we will see how they're going to work here. Thanking everybody out there watching, tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you for doing so. You guys are just wonderful, 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 wonderful people. George Scher cheering for your friend Clint Leatherwood in the 26, and he's up to 8th. Woo, a little disappearing at right there. Austin, don't blink. It might have been me. I don't know. Everybody giving us likes. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. Eight of Leatherwood. If you like to see your name up on the screen, make sure you click the like. Make sure you click the share. Make sure you're out there on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Signature Esports, on all the platforms we simulcast. I could get more views by just being on Facebook as far as holding it to 1, but we started this way and we're going to continue to this way. I had an issue with the way that Twitch was doing things for a little while, and so I didn't broadcast for about a week on Twitch, and I found out about that week that they changed some things as well. It was a couple of days later after I decided not to do that. So now we're back on all 3 platforms again. Leatherwood trying to move and groove, and that's kind of how we do things. AJ Green out front, and now Brandon Banks closing it down. He's there to the inside of the 65 high line running, and I think after the tires wear, the line changes back down to the bottom. Brandon Banks trying to move around. He does get around DLJ right here, as you see, and now the 2 trucks using that low line. Hooking the line is the 88. Carrying to the inside of the 48 onto the front stretch. A little faster is the 88. 88 a little bit loose. I think that tri-oval might take him to the bottom. Woo! Nelly 65 trying to go to the inside of the 88. Battle for second, still not over. As you see, they start catching the 48 of AJ Green, and these guys now starting to battle back and forth. It's all about being in the position that you need to be. They're going to be coming to pit road here pretty soon, and we'll see how that's going to work. Ryan Wilson going into pits, as we have a lot of people back and forth. 36 of 120. You're going to start seeing green flag pit cycles here very shortly, as 37 is underway. Brandon Banks midline run here at Kentucky. The John Deere green colors of Kentucky. You can definitely see Kentucky way different than any other track. It's a lot more flat than some of the traditional 1.5 mile tracks, what they call cookie cutters. I don't consider this one a cookie cutter. 48 coming to pit road. 65 trying to get around the 88, as the 88 had to check up for the 48. 88's not, 88 did lead that lap, but just barely. DLJ going to take that inside line. 88 to the outside. 88 moving and grooving, trying to get to the back bumpers, trying to stay there. 88's going to be there. 65 down low. 88 up high. 88 still carrying into the corner. 65 is going to try to make that move. The battle for everything is where it's at here. Green flag pit cycles have started. AJ Green, Colby Hartung, Clinton Leatherwood, Jason Hastings, Chris Buds on pit road. 5 drivers that I see here. Ryan Wilson came to pit road on 35. Some of these drivers on the faster tires are going to be there. Brandon Banks does clear DLJ, and I do believe that maybe this time by we might see some green flag pit cycles from the leaders as Brandon Banks starting to move and groove. Greg Turner in on pit road. 69 coming in. 88 slowing down. He's coming to pit road. 65 coming to pit road this time by as well. Maybe not. There they are. They're coming down. They're going to lock it up. Woo! Nearly getting down to pit road speed. I think it's 45 miles an hour. Double Trouble's going to lead. There is the 00. He and Roberge behind each other. All in the same cycle. And right now, Mark Harris up 17 spots. That driver in third, as they come around and complete their green flag pit cycles. Steven Rasick, he's going to be challenged by the number 6 of Michael Newbrow. Brandon Sauls got a clean truck this week. He's driving the Wonderland Camp Chevrolet here. And I need to change I think I need to change a few things on the logos. I think I still have the Bulldogs logo on the back of that. I need to change their paint schemes. I was working on one for Chris Massey as well. Massey, part of our team over here at SC. Newbrow coming around. He's going to lead 41 of 120. And I believe lap traffic coming around. There's going to be the 34 of Ryan Wilson. Ryan Wilson's going to make a pass on the inside here. It's going to be super fast here. 34 is going to stay off the 6. 6 is going to be there. 6 still has to come to pit road. And he led a lap there, so that's going to be credit to his ability. He is going to come to pit road this time by. AJ Green's going to reassume the lead behind some lap traffic. He screams around the 12 right there. Brandon Banks was in and off pit road right behind him, a couple of seconds off now, so a lot of work left for the 88 as Newbrow in on pit road. I believe he's coming off pit road this time. Oh, no, he's still on pit road. Just a long pit road cycle right there. So there's AJ Green coming around. Newbrow in on pit road. Going to have to get in and out of pit road as fast as he can. Thank you for the follow out there. Appreciate you. Kim, go for it. Good to see you out there. The lead by AJ Green. This pit cycle was fast. He got in and off pit road. Well, I mean, take that back. AJ Green was in on pit road on 37, so he had a little bit of time. Brandon Banks on a little bit fresher tires is going to be able to make it a little bit more smoothly here. Colby Hartung is going to be there in third. And now the 15 going to be trying to make some moves here. He's a lap down at the moment. First car 1 lap down, and 28th spot is the 15. AJ Green out front. Brandon Banks, Colby Hartung. As you see it here, they are moving and grooving. Backstretch, 48 leads. Green flag pit cycles are through. Only one. Should be about 3 total pit cycles. So we'll see, or maybe 3 more. 40, about 88, between 80 and 88. Maybe 1 for splash and go. If it runs green, it'll be at least 2 more. Good to see you, Kim, out there. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody out there. You're absolutely wonderful. Thank you to the folks on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, which kind of blowing up out there. Thank you very much. Closing speed for Brandon Banks. Well, it's fast. A little bit of that damage seemingly in the middle of AJ Green's rear spoiler right there, that spoiler right there is kind of, I don't know if it's deceiving. 2 laps difference on tires, but that last time by, Brandon Banks almost a full 10th faster than the man himself in front of him. Boy, howdy, 46 of 120. It's been a clean, fast race. Well, you know, it's about that time to do it. So we're just going to go ahead and knock it out. It's what we love to do. You know we love to do it. There it is. Maximus Sports Card sounds of iRacing. I'm going to give it a vocal pause. You guys are going to enjoy all of these phenomenal sounds, and we're going to see how it's going to roll. Kim says she wishes she had a bigger screen. You know, you can stream Facebook to your television if you have a smart TV. If not, YouTube has a pretty darn good section too. Sometimes the YouTube app is pretty darn cool. This was the battle that I was looking at here as they were going. Douglas Carlson, St. Paul, Minnesota, driving for Team SE. Michael Newbrow, this guy's back and forth. Having a great little race here as they continue to move forward. Here, 56 of 120. Sounds of iRacing brought to you by Maximus Sports Cards and, of course, all of the MaximusSportsCards.com things that you can do. We want to thank Austin Harger and all the guys over there at Maximus Sports Cards. He helps me put up all the breaks, and we do all those phenomenal card breaks that you see each and every week. One little run for it, and guess what? No caution came out during that, so I think the jinx is over. I don't even think there was a jinx to begin with. I just think it was just timing. Good timing. But right here, there's a whole bunch of drivers in the mix. You see almost 3 and 4 wide here. Harger looking at it going, I'm not sure I want to be there at the moment. 18 trying to go to the inside of the 12. And right now, Harger holding on to that light bright Tonka truck. Archer 22 seconds off right now. Brandon Banks, who took over the lead, 2 lap better tires than AJ Green, and I think that rear spoiler might be doing some damage here. DLJ in third. He gets around a few drivers to reassume third place. He's up 2 spots from where he started. Mason flipping there as well. Colby Hartung back where he started in 6th. And the difference here, 2 lap fresher tires. Brian Dublé came in on 40. And he's going to be able to run a little bit longer than some of the other drivers. And right now, the guy on the freshest of tires, Michael Newbrow, he's kind of just going around people. He got around Douglas Carlson there on some newer tires. Doug came in on 39, so his 2 lap fresher tires are making a difference. He's going to the inside of the 99 here as looking for another top 10 finish is the number 6 machine. Sticking himself in that podium. That's what he really wants. Keep an eye on Denson. Long runs, you know it. Stop saying the C word. Nah, we're good. Shane says out there, let's go. Michael Newbrow says, Shane White out there. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Keep an eye on Denson. He is moving. He's up to 5th. Came on pit. Came to pits on lap 39. He's right behind Mason Flippin. B&H driver right there. There is the 45. B&H out there watching from all the platforms. Thank you to everybody out there for tuning in. I appreciate you. 88 out front. AJ Green falling back just a little bit the last couple of laps. We're going to take a look at the last 5 lap times because, you know, it's kind of what we do. Here it is. That's the difference. A little bit faster on 60. Green starting to dwindle that time down a little bit right there, but we'll see how this works. Banks this time by 32.393. Green starting to level off a little bit. Still about a 10th off the pace of Brandon Banks. I think this is all about to be a different story right here. AJ Green, DLJ had better laps on 57 and 58, but the last 3 fall off pace just a little bit. 32 looking to go around. It is Cody Anderson. He is a couple of laps down at the moment, but I think that is natural progression and part of pit strategy through everything. DLJ to Mason Flippin. There's the times there, so the kind of little back and forth battle they've got going on. But flipping a little bit slower on that last one. Flipping to Denson. Alternating laps for the most part. But I think this is going to be one of the battles we're going to see here very soon. Denson to Colby Hartung. Hartung a little bit faster in the last couple of laps. But pretty relative to the drive off. 58-59. Way better for Denson in the 45. Colby Hartung to Brian Dublé. Dublé about equal on the last 5 laps, but we'll see this time by what's going on with Mr. Dublé. As he comes around, they run the exact same lap time. Flat zeros for the drivers. Brian Dublé to the 31 of Mark Harris, who's right behind him. I believe Mark Harris, he is all over the back bumper. 66 of Wesley Strait. catches up on the last lap. 31 to the inside, Dublé to the outside. This is the battle going on right here for 7th. Harris inside, Dublé outside. Harris drops all the way down to the bottom of the apron. Man. Jamie out there. Let's go, Bud, says Jamie Walker. This is cool. First time watching. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for being a first timer. Here it is. Big old first time watcher, Jamie Barnett Walker out there on Facebook. Can I get a hashtag Jamie out there if you don't mind? Brandon Banks out front, the 88 and the 48. It's 1 and 2. AJ Green settling in, and we believe some of these drivers on a couple of lap pressure tires might be starting to eat away at some of that time. Michael Newbrow, he was supposed to start up front. I think it started from the pits, and because he did, he's worked himself into a situation where he wants to be where he wants to be. Right now, his lap times consistent with the race leader. Actually, a little better than the race leader. Last time by 32.65, the race leader 32.72, and pretty much faster than everybody. He's faster than everybody but Eric Stewart. Eric Stewart last time by, fastest lap, 82, ran a 32.42 last time by. Now this time by, let's see what he does this time by. Maybe a little slower this time by. Yeah, a little bit slower. He's got AJ Green in front of him. 53 of Bud's. Staring at the rearview mirror, knowing the race leader is going to be there. 32 seconds off the pace at the moment. These guys out front are just fast. Fast. Clean racing makes for interesting runs. That is for darn sure. Getting close to a green flag pit cycle here. Hashtag Jamie, stick around. Good to have you. Got a first timer. We like the first timers. We like the first timers because they make for the best conversations. This is how we do things here. We love doing it. We love being able to be a part of it. Make sure that you give everybody a big old like. Give us a follow. Give us a share. And soon we'll have subscribers. As soon as I get the average return watcher, it says to 250. We get new watchers all the time. We got lots of new followers. We get lots of views. But I got to get the 250 mark. That is what we're going to do. 250 return viewers each week, and that will get us up to subscribers, and we will be able to have a whole lot more fun, have more games, more things to be able to play while all this is going. 53 being passed by the race leader. There he is, Mr. Buds, but he's still doing pretty darn good. Look at him. He's up 7 spots from where he started. Douglas Carlson, the next driver that the leader's going to be trying to track down. There is Douglas. Ryan Wilson up 11 spots. Biggest mover of the race. Kind of knocking down doors between a few drivers. Here is Matt Roberts. He's up 16 spots. He started 32nd. He is in 16th. Mark Harris up 13 spots. He started 20th. He's in 7th at the moment. So lots of good moves going on. Wesley Strait trying to make a move to the inside of the 31. Good little battle going on right here. And there is 15. He's trying to hold on. That's Sergeant Sauls out there. He's trying to hold on. He is, I believe, still on the lead lap, or pretty darn close to it. Brandon Sauls right there trying to go around a few drivers. He is on full lap pressure tires. He's in 24th at the moment, so he might be a lap down to the leader. Brandon Banks. The 20s there to the outside. It's Mr. Crocker. Good to see Mr. Crocker. A couple laps down. All good things. We like to see the teams out there running. Go 45 says Dottie. Come out there. We know who you're cheering for. Ryan Wilson in on pit road this time by. I think the 34 is coming in for his pit cycle. 73 laps in, so that puts him roughly about that 37 to 36 lap mark. Brandon Banks coming back around. He ran 39 laps on his tires. And this is all going to be about pace. AJ Green trying to be caught by DLJ. DLJ running some fast lap times the last few laps. He's been a couple of tenths of a second faster than Brandon Banks. I think that is starting to wear in his advantage. Jacob Denson as well, up to fourth now, the 45. Brandon Banks out front, 2 seconds over AJ Green. Right now he's tracking down Douglas Carlson. You can get that lap back. You bet your tushy you can get that lap back. I promise that lap can come back during pit cycles. 88 to the bottom of the 86, 86 to the outside. And Doug's going to give up the lead to the race leader as the 53 of Mr. Buds. He's still right there. I mean, come on. Where's it at? I got it. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, goodness. If you didn't hear it, one more time.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Love it. Oh, that's courtesy of Mr. Tony Kibbett. I'm just saying. Oh, man. That's right. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. All righty. We've had our Maximum Sports Cars Sounds of iRacing. Of course, MaximumSportsCars.com for all the breaks. We have Pokemon Friday night, tomorrow night. All the gaming and fun. We have a battle going on. Yes, that is the infamous Tony Kibbett. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what he does. 65. That's the 18 to the inside. 18 trying to get a lap back here. Michael Newbrow still on the lead lap. To 13th now after AJ Green comes into pit road. Jason Hastings, Chris Buds, Eric Stewart all on pit road this time by. Brandon Banks still out there. Might be coming to pit. He's running a little bit lower this line. He might be coming to pit road here. We'll see how it's going to work. DLJ out there. He might run all the way to 79. We'll see how this works. Jacob Denson to third now as he goes around. He looks like the 12's coming off pit road. He's going to be up to speed into the corner. 45 to the outside. 45 probably going to stay out. Clint Leatherwood in on pit road from 14th spot. Michael Newbrow able to run. He ran 41 laps of his pit cycle. So if he runs the same lap times, he'll be out there until 82. We'll see what works for him, if he's going to come more soon or if he's going to try to work his way in. Maybe he might come the same lap as the leader. We don't know what they're going to do. It's just confusing. Matt Roberts in on pit road this time by. The guy up the most spots and running some of the fastest laps. Brandon Banks in on pit road. DLJ in on pit road this time by. So is Jacob Denson. Mason Flippin's going to come around. He's going to lead. New race leader. That's the 6th lead change. Make it 7th lead change of the race. Mark Harris, 31. Right there. 80 of 120. Some of the drivers coming in a little earlier might have to pick it out for fuel. 48 goes around. Ooh, 31 gets in on pit road. That's Mark Harris. Wesley Straight's going to lead here. There's the 66. The 48 trying to go to the inside here. As the 66 leads this racetrack. The 48 trying to get a lap back, and he does. AJ Green to 11th now. Brandon Banks going around as well as he comes off pit road. He's ahead of the 66. He's going to be trying to catch AJ Green. AJ Green came into the pit road on 76. And Brandon Banks, 79, 3-lap pressure tires. So I do believe Brandon Banks will be able to make it on fuel if he runs the 41-lap pit cycle. Michael Newbrow, he's going to be cruising right here with Matt Belt. Newbrow might be... He is. Newbrow, there he is. He might come in to lead some more. Newbrow running his cycle. There is the 6 of Michael Newbrow. The race leader. The 9th lead change as things progress. hashtag. You gotta love some, gotta love Chris Buds out there. Let's see. Make sure you hashtag Jamie out there, first-time watcher. How about a hashtag Kim? Kim's a first-time watcher, I do believe. New Brian on pit road this time by. AJ Green, 11 seconds off. But I tell you what, New Bra will be able to cruise. He's got a few seconds to spare as he comes around. AJ Green going to be there. New race leader, 10th lead change. Brandon Banks starting to try to close the distance. He gets around the 12 right there. 12 with the right side damage on that truck. They are holding on, that's for darn sure. Pit road was busy. Second stage of green flag pit stops complete here. 88 Brandon Banks, 3 seconds off of AJ Green here. AJ Green leading in the Bumblebee. I'm calling it the Bumblebee Tuna. 48. Looks like a big yellow jacket. I'm digging it. Digging it. Oh, what is the movie? What is it? Oh man, what is that movie? Jim Carrey. I'm thinking when Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2, when he's thing Bumblebee Tuna. Let's go, Buds. Let's go, Buds. Big cheers out there. Appreciate you. Let's see where he's at. He's in 21st. Tracking down Steven Rissick. Michael Newbrow, a lap off. And he just got his lap back. He just drove around the leader, got his lap back. 99's doing the same thing. Came in on the 82. He came around Brandon Banks. Let me take that back. Came around Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks right now 1.6 seconds off of AJ Green. And Michael Newbrow trying to drive himself back to the front. He's in 19th. And that guy had a strategy for days. He's in the draft of the race leader. 3-lap pressure tire. I'm sorry. 6-lap pressure tires. Then the race leader, he's going to pass him like he's standing still. Newbrow going around. He gets his lap back. Racing Buds, he's going to get his lap. He looks like he might get his lap back too, the way he is driving. Steven Racing going around AJ Green. He gets his lap back. Chris Buds, first truck 1 lap down. He is right there in the mix. He's got Douglas Carlson with him as well. AJ Green, DLJ going around AJ Green for the lead here. Lekas was fast, and so was Brandon Banks, though. Brandon Banks fastest in the last 2 stints of green flag runs here. And I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen here. Last time by, DLJ ran a 31.70, 32.27 for Brandon Banks. I think maybe some things happening with some tires. Maybe. You don't know. Brandon Banks good on the long run. We're going to see how this is going to pan out and how it's going to run for the tire wear. AJ Green back to second. Brandon Banks there. Colby Hartung, the 23. He's going to be there in the 23. He's got a whole lot of lap traffic here to be dealing with. There is Mr. Buds behind the 48. Buds going around the 48. Needs to track down DLJ, who's seemingly just pulling away here. Last time by, DLJ able to extend that lead to almost 2 seconds over Green and Banks. And a whole lot of congestion from some lap traffic. DLJ came out on lap 79. So did Brandon Banks. Those guys on equal tires, equal playing field here. On Jacob Denson to 4th now. He's there to the inside. Hartung trying to get to the back bumper of AJ Green. Hartung's going to go around the outside of the 48. Lap traffic getting around the 48. 48 on some older tires here. 3-lap older tires. And now we got a 4-way battle for second. DLJ, I'd love to be talking with you right now, talking about you, but man, oh man. It's a huge battle going on. 45 to the outside. Brandon Banks getting around DLJ. That's the distance. He's in 3rd. Everybody else just now getting into 3rd. Or turn 3. I didn't say 3rd. I meant turn 3. Green, Banks. Banks to the inside of AJ Green. Banks needing a whole lot of leg stretching to be able to catch back up to where he was at. He was leading this race during green flag pit cycles. He does clear the 48 to the bottom, so he's up to fourth. DLJ, though, seemingly just looking ahead. He got back around the 86 and put him a lap down. He's catching up to Steven Rasick right now. The fastest guys on the racetrack is going to be Michael Newbrow, and he is catching, Newbrow is basically catching everybody in front of him. Keep an eye on that driver. He's there to the inside of the 49. Todd Kirkwood, Austin Harger, the next guy that he is looking at. Harger in 17th. He started 24th. Hastings started 19th. There's Jason Hastings there in the 29. Matt Roberts, still the biggest mover of the race, started 32nd. He is up 18 positions. Ryan Wilson up 14 as the 31 is in 9th. Started 23rd. DLJ started 5th. The race leader right now. And I tell you what, Carlson wanting to get around him. Back up to the 65. And Banks went around Colby Hartung. And now is trying to track down the 45. There's the 53 of Chris Budds right there, who's the first car one lap down. So he is in the lucky dog situation. Yes, he is in the lucky dog situation. There he is. Brandon Banks trying to get around the 45 of Denson. Going to try to shove him to the bottom of 53. Chris Budds trying to get around these guys. 53 holding on to that Toyota like it is his best friend. That wheel earning 45's clear of the 53. 88 needs to clear as well. 88's probably going to stay low. I would assume that was the case. The 88 there to the back bumper of the 45 as they come into turn 3. They are trying to track down this guy. 2.2 seconds. Denson and Banks. That's the gap. And I'll tell you what. Right now, Doug Carlson, lap down. He's the first car one lap down now as you see that working. Newbrow still the fastest guy on the track next to Mason Flippin, who just threw a 31.96. So Newbrow just put a 32 flat in. Don't count these guys out. They're going to come around. We're going to be 35 laps to go when the leader crosses the line this time by. DLJ, 25 laps to go. Apologies about that. That there chick, go find her on YouTube. Woo, DLJ trying to squeeze some lines. Carlson trying to go with him. And man, Brandon Banks gets around the 45. Denson there, long green flag run up from 8th to 3rd is Denson. 25 laps to go here at Kentucky, and it's been a green situation this entire race. And now Brandon Banks has a lot of work to do if he wants that lead away from DLJ, as DLJ leads this race right here. Randy says, yeah, absolutely. Last week's race was phenomenal. This week's race is awesome. Brad's playing Pokemon and making you net drag. Jamie, it's okay. It's all right. Hashtag drag. If the videos do save, and you can go back and rewatch it later if you like. I do enjoy it. DLJ out front. Here is the lap times from the leaders. Last 5 lap times, and right now Brandon Banks trying to close the distance. He does a little bit more on 95 than he does 96, 97. But as it stands, there's a lot of lap traffic in between DLJ and Brandon Banks, and if DLJ can just run his line, he is not going to have an issue trying to close this race down, because the 88 right here has a 3 wide situation that he is facing. He's going to be right there behind the 49. 3 wide into the turn. Midline run. 99 is going to be there. 88's mid. 49 high. Kirkwood there as the 88 splitting the seams here. 2 seconds off of DLJ. That last time by a 1/10 of a second as they continue to move forward. 22 laps to go. Hit cycles. Maybe not a thing here. 19 laps on their tires. Green and Hartung, 22 laps on their cycle. 20 laps as they come by. Wesley Strait has the freshest tires inside the top 5. The 66 trying to give us some room. He gets around the 48, or he's battling the 48. They're about 6 seconds off. The 66 needs a whole lot of help right now. Wesley Straight 32.44 on his last lap time. Not better than the race leader, DLJ, 32.28. Brandon Banks, a little slower that time by as they come around. 2 seconds is DLJ as they move. Brandon Banks still in the mix as the 86 in front of him. The 88 needs to clear here if he is going to be able to catch any form of the 65. 20 to go here as they are moving. 88 inside, 86 outside. 99 behind. 99 is going to try to make a pass on Douglas Carlson here and follow suit with the 88, but Douglas still just as fast. He's still just as fast as the race leaders. He's just on the wrong lap. There's DLJ in comparison if you want to see the difference in 2 seconds to the lap. Let's take a look at that phenomenal blimp view. There's turn 3. There's Brandon Banks right there trying to catch it. Got the 40 in between he and DLJ. Needs a little bit of solitude here. 40 to the outside now as the 88 trying to close the distance. He's got some clean air now in front of him. He's going to try to track down the 65. The battle ensues. 18 laps to go. Some lap traffic coming up. Maybe that'll help the 65 put some distance in between he and the 88. Last time by, DLJ a tenth slower than Brandon Banks. This time by, we'll take a look. 17 laps to go here. 32.61. Brandon Banks 32.36. And that relative is shrinking. Jacob Denson in third. Wesley Straight finally clear for fourth here. As he got around the 48. And now that lap traffic we were talking about earlier. Here it is. 27 of Aiden Hill in front of the driver. Aiden Hill in 24th, off 3 spots from where he started. But he's still out there. Clean truck running. Good move for everybody. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Clint Leatherwood in on pit road. I think he might have to get a splash and go. Jason Hastings getting close to his pit window as well. DLJ coming around. There's the 32, 16 laps to go for the driver. 65, 88, 45, 66, 48. 65 to the inside, trying to clear the 32. He gets clear of the 32, 32 to the bottom line. But that only furthers the scenario. 15 laps to go, and if my math is correct, the 88 is a Holland Taylor. You want to hear some reaching and crawling? Here it is. Hard nose look. Looking at it, 14 laps to go. I'm joking. Here's the gyro cam inside this Toyota as DLJ tries to hold on. 3,099 iRating. A-class driver in the oval circuit with a 3.96 iRating. Only bested by Brandon Banks in the iRating by 41 points. I'm sorry, 32 points total. I can do math. 31 points. 31.30 for Brandon Banks. A-class driver with a 4.89 rating. 18 goes around. Gets a lap back from the race leader. And right now, Brandon Banks that far away. 1.2 seconds. 13 laps to go. DLJ, Brandon Banks are going to make it interesting for us here. As DLJ, lap 79, last time by a 32.56. Brandon Banks a 32.53. Last 5 lap times, Banks bested everything but 106. 0.2 of a second gain for the driver there. Brandon Banks is coming. And will he be able to pass? Who's going to be able to? It's going to be a close one. You know it. Hashtag photo finish says B&H 8 Racing out there. You know it's going to be an absolute thrill. B&H IT Services, B&H Racing in the chats. Go and check those guys out. My broadcast booth sponsor for the Truck Series tonight. You guys are absolutely wonderful. And if you haven't heard their commercial, I'll play it at the end of this. You'll have to stick around for it. It's hilarious. DLJ, I don't know if he's saving anything here, and hopefully he is. Just a little bit. Because, 11 laps to go. There's the battle. Not to take away from this guy, though. Michael Newbrow up to 12th on his strategy, looking for another top 10. And this guy still on the lead lap. He does have some leaders behind him. He is 29 seconds off the pace, but he's still coming. Man, get it, buddy. 65, 10 laps to go. Brandon Banks about to make it interesting. On to the backstretch, the 65 and the 88. Composure is what you need. Lekas, Banks, Denson, that's going to be the top three. Harris and Strait making up the 4th and 5th spots. Flippin' Roberge, Dublé for a top 10. Belt, Roberts, that's all drivers searching for a top 10. Newbrow having a great day. Very proud of that driver. Stephen Rasick, first driver off the lead lap in 13th. Mark Harris, one of the biggest movers, but Matt Roberts started 32nd. He is in 10th right now. Brandon Banks, half a second and closing. That beer chick, 9 to go here for the PhilHab Truck Series. Who is going to be able to make it here? Who's going to be able to hold on to it? Because now the draft is where the 88 is. From that time by, a little bit more leaning towards a closer lap between the 65 and the 88. He's going to dive into the corner, pick up the draft of the truck in front of him. The 82 of Eric Stewart's there. 88 is going to have a better drive off, I do believe, in the corner here. And the 82 is going to be an opportunity for a roadblock. 82 down into the corner. 88 is going to have a better run here. 65, 82, 65 drops low below the apron. 82 running his line. Low line run. 82 up high, 65 down low. 88 is going to run a midline. Down, crossover, 5/10 of a second, and closing. Now the 82 in between the 88 and the 65. 7 laps to go. Maybe the nail in the coffin. Maybe the run. 82 goes high for the 65. 88 slides up in front of the 82 of Stewart. 3/10 of a second, 6 laps to go. If you wanted racing, well, now you got it. 88 trying to close the distance. He was faster on long runs. A lot of lap traffic in between. Drivers getting their laps back. Drivers getting trying to get their positions back. Everybody competing all the way around this racetrack. And if you would have told me that we would have run green to green at Kentucky, well, you might have had me fooled. 5 laps to go here. Colby Hartung back to 13th. It's by Michael Newbrow. Newbrow's closing the distance. Got his lap back and he's closing in. He's in 12th now. He was in 13th. DLJ having a little bit of good luck here. Favor fortunes, those who are patient and those who have lap traffic. The distance closing. 65, 88, 4 laps to go. No clean air for the 88. 65 is going to be there. 88 to the back bumper. And this is the race here. 2/10 of a second and closing the 12 right there. 12 utilizing that high line. 88 trying to break, 65 trying to break up the draft on the 88. 3 laps to go now as Brandon Banks is going to have to do something different here. 65 to the inside of the 12. 12 is going to carry. High line run. Not enough for the 65 to get around the 12 here. 12 is trying to utilize that high line and try to stay out of the way of the 65. 88 is going to be there. 2 laps to go. The 12 in between. That's going to be the move of the race. Oh, 12 is gone. 88 there. 2 to go here. 88 loose. 88 trying to step on the gas. Give it a little bit more. Leakus gets a little bit from some lap traffic. 6 more turns before the end of this race. And you want to talk about a run from all the drivers here. The 48 trying to go around the 88. Impacting fresher tires. White flag waves. DLJ, a few more turns. 48 there to the back line. 88 there. 48, 88 trying to get one more last-ditch effort before he comes into the turn. 0.2 of a second. Does he have it? 88 to the bottom line. 65 there. 88 there. 65. Did he run out of fuel? Brandon Banks wins. Leakus to second. I think he ran out of fuel. Something happened. Brandon Banks wins. I mean, that was a big slow up. Brandon Banks wins. 65 seconds. 66 in third. That's Wesley Strait. He gets around Denson. Brandy, you're absolutely amazing. He's still, you know, it is a race. Kentucky is a race, and it ran green to green. That's crazy. What a finish there. I gotta go back. We gotta go back and look. White flag. I want to ride along in DLJ's cockpit here. He's coming around. I know that there was some lap traffic. I want to hear. That's the white flag right there. 88 to the outside here. He's got it. It just sounds like he's got it. White flag. Last turn. Oh, sputter, 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 sputter. Out of fuel, 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 out of fuel. He's out of fuel. Oh, no. He comes home second, though. You hear the sputter, folks. He was out of fuel. What a good race there. What a race. Yeah. He was empty. Fuel gauge said so. All right, folks. Here's the segment of the day. Make sure you stick around for it. I appreciate you. And hold on to the love.
Congratulations to the winner from Pub Table Racers. My name is Warren Brissell. I've been in NASCAR for 20 plus years. Sitting next to me is...
My name's Tim Packman. I'm involved in the short track industry and NASCAR for about 30 years. And we have a Facebook Live show every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. We're also on YouTube, Twitter. We have a website, pubtableracers.com. And we invite you to come check all that out.
Apple Podcast also.
Yep, we have all that too. And Warren, what's it like to be involved with this league?
We're very proud to be involved with this league. Congratulations again.
And congratulations to the winner as you pull into Pub Table Racers Victory Lane.
Cheers.
Well, we've got to pull him into Pub Table Racers Victory Lane, and we got to do it. A new segment for us, and a very warm welcome to Pub Table Racers Victory Lane. What a race. You and DLJ there at the end. We heard it. I went back and reviewed it. But man, oh man, you came home with a victory here. Mr. Brandon Banks, the number 88 here. You and these trucks, man, I tell you what, you got these things figured out.
Yeah, I said our truck run good tonight. That whole last run, I was like, I don't think we're gonna make it, man. We were saving. I think the top 3, 4, 5 guys were half throttle for half of that run there, trying to save enough to get there. And I thought Dale had. I was like, man, I don't know how Dale saved so much. I mean, he drove past me and took off, and I thought maybe he was going to run out a lot sooner than that, but I got lucky there. I think he ran out coming off a 3, and as soon as I passed him, I ran out of gas. So
He went
good race.
sputter, 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 and that was it. He clutched it in. You guys did a phenomenal job. I mean, when it comes to running green to green, the 80% fuel here puts you pretty much running that fuel pretty close to, depending on when you come to pit road and everything. But the 88, man, it ran. Oh, you selected. There you are. 88 ran pretty good today. You were fast there in the second segment. You were. It just seemed like the second segment was your time to shine. You had something like a 3.5 second lead before you came into pit road.
Yeah, I got a little bit between my little boy coming in here trying to grab my headset off my head at the beginning of the race, and and then I got back fourth place. I just kind of rode there the first run, and I figured if I could get out front, I could pull away, and that's kind of what we did the second run. And like I said, it was so close on fuel. I think I stretched it one extra lap on that second run, and I'm glad I did now because otherwise I would have never made it. So it was fun.
Definitely a good race and a good finish here, green to green, and hopefully we get more and more green flag runs here at Kentucky all weekend long. That would make some interesting racing, that's for sure. Congratulations on the win. Make sure you give your shout outs out there. We appreciate you, man.
You got the Pub Table Racers. Appreciate those guys coming in and helping us out this week. And like I said, FILHAB and Signature and Rowdy Motorsports. Those guys are awesome to race with every week. And it's a good job to Dale, man. He pushed me as hard as he could there, so it was a lot of fun.
He gave it everything that he could, and
he did.
And what a good race for him. All right, my man. Well, congratulations on the win here, and good luck the rest of the week. I know that you got some racing coming up basically for the entire week here.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it.
You too, Brandon Banks, your race winner here at Kentucky, and doing a phenomenal job. Got to move. Discord's being weird. I have to drag folks and move folks and get everybody back and forth and move and do this. And DLJ, buddy, man, you put it all on the line, and you were about 300 feet from winning this race.
Yeah, we ran out there right at the end. Tried saving as much as we could. I probably could have saved a little more early on, but I saw Brandon coming through the field and gaining on me, so I figured it was time to go. I figured if he had enough, we had to make it enough, so.
Yeah, man, it was absolutely, I was like, this is the race. This is what it's going to come down to. Everyone was like, photo finish, and I had to go back and just listen to your cockpit there coming out of 4. You tried to step on the gas and it just sputtered, and I was like, oh, he's out of fuel. Oh, there's the clutch. Oh man, and I had to be sure because I was like, he was coming, but you had some lap traffic that worked in your favor. That was there. Green to green and pit cycles was that was what it was all about. And congratulations still nonetheless. You put on a phenomenal race.
Thank you very much. Just tried our hardest and should have saved another lap. It was great racing with him.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. All right, my man, give the rest of your shout outs out there. Congratulations on a P2 finish. I know you got some good racing coming up this week, and we'll see if you can replicate this and maybe get another lap in.
All right, thank you. Thank you to all my sponsors. Thank you to everybody that supports me, my girlfriend, my mom. Thank you to everybody that's on the car and off the car that helps me everywhere else.
Absolutely. DLJ, Dale Lekus Jr., I know your mom was out there watching, and lots of people proud of you. Appreciate you, my man, for running the league, and we'll definitely we'll see you here the rest of the week.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Number 65 comes home second. Put on a great race right there and had a phenomenal day. Dale, you'll have to move yourself. Oh, never mind. I can move now. What in the world is going on here? I can move now. That's crazy. All right. Last but not least, he was a coming, folks. Here he is. The number 66, Wesley Straight. Buddy, you were flying. And at the very end, I was like, Oh, Wesley passed Jacob. What in the world happened there? You came in the lap. What was it, 80 or 81, and that worked in your favor. You were just a step ahead and running in the top 10 all night and finding yourself in the right opportunity. And you get around Jacob Denson there, the number 45 for third place today. Good race for you, man. Congratulations on that.
Thanks, man. I saw them all running out. I was so mad. I wish we had one more lap because I did pit on like 81. I knew I was good to go. I think I wore the tires that last run more than the second run because I knew I can make it. I didn't think they would make it, so I was hoping it was gonna. I was really feeling good about that one, but just a half a lap short.
Well, half a lap for third place. It's still a phenomenal day, man. I couldn't see you guys. I mean, I think how many people ran out of fuel on that last lap? Everybody was pushing it. They were trying to have the right strategy, and you yourself, you came in and you ran the tires and the fuel off of that thing.
Yeah, I still had almost 2 laps to go at the line. I think when we finished, I still had about 2 laps worth of fuel left. I should have pitted a lap earlier.
Well,
That's a tough one. But I mean, I didn't even practice here all week, and I might start pulling that because I didn't get to. It's the first time I run this track. I run the old Kentucky. I haven't run the new Kentucky before this, so.
well, it was a good race, green to green throughout, and Wes, you did a phenomenal job. Congratulations, P3 finish. Hopefully, we'll be able to talk to you again in the rest of the week, and give your shout outs out there for me, my friend.
Yeah, real quick. 16th. I was 16th after the first pit stop.
Yep.
Because I lost so much ground from the pitting late, but it played out at the end. I would like, but thanks to all the sponsors that put on the races and you guys for putting on the series. I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm first league pretty much on iRacing. I was always good at saving fuel over on NASCAR Heat, so I knew usually tires and fuel I'm pretty good at. So that's why I like long runs, but they never seem to play out on the tracks. I'm really good on the long runs this season. We've had a bad luck for a while since like the 4th or 5th race of the season, so it's nice to finish back in the top 5.
Well, it definitely was a good run tonight, and finishing here, it's got you scored in third. Just so you know, I'm kind of letting you know that at the moment. That's what it says. It has you scored in third. But I'm gonna I was interviewing you just in case iRacing screwed up, and it's still a good race. You did phenomenal, man.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely, a good drive off. We're gonna let you go, and I got one more person to get a hold of, and you can move yourself. You're good to go there. Okay.
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
You too, absolutely. And then we're gonna talk to Mr. Denson because I want to make sure that hopefully he's still here. Where is he at? Are you in here, Jake? Come on, buddy. Up in here somewhere for me. You know, he might not be in here. Well, Mr. Denson, I was going to interview you too because iRacing has you scored in 4th, but just in case, I don't know what. Oh, there you are. Ha ha. Let's move you down. I see you popped back in there. We want to make sure that we talk to you as well. Mr. Denson, iRacing has you scored in 4th, but I think that might be, it might be a flip-flop. So I want to make sure I talk to you. You had a phenomenal day today. Talk to me about the end of that run. It seemed like you had the same long-term or long-run speed as Lekas and Banks. Lap traffic, of course, playing a big factor in that, but you were able to get in and off pit road and do a phenomenal job. You pitted at the same time as Banks and Lekas. Walk us through your race, man. We want to hear it.
Yeah, we were definitely on the 40-lap pit stop strategy. I felt like we were on the same strategy as the rest of them guys. Got in and off pit road really good. Like you said, that last run, I think lap traffic played a big role in it. Kind of got me away from them guys. And the fuel, man, the fuel killed us. I was looking good with about 5 laps to go, and I think just kind of pushing it pushed that fuel a little harder than I wanted to, and it started sputtering on the backstretch there, and I was kind of just along for the ride.
Well, I tell you what, DLJ was the same way. So Brandon,
Yeah, I saw him I looked up I was looking in my rear view, wondering where Wesley was, and I looked up in the front of me, and I saw Dale sputtering too, and I thought, man, if I could only get a little bit more.
Yeah, and that's what Wesley said as well. So, yeah, great race, phenomenal turnout. It was all about fuel. I still want to know how many drivers ran out of fuel.
I would too.
That would be interesting to see. All right, my man. I know you guys over at B&H are absolutely fantastic, and we all thank you guys very much as well. But give your shout outs out there, and we'll let you go for the evening.
Absolutely. I want to thank B&H Racing, Phelps Media. I also want to thank our new sponsors, Pub Table Racers. They came aboard this race, and just want to give them a shout out.
Absolutely, man. It's a much appreciative. Thank you very much. And man, the 45, he was right there. iRacing says he's in fourth, but I still have to verify that. Of course, all the stuff unofficial until the CSV file comes. Jake, have a great evening, man. I'll let you go. You can move wherever you need to.
All right, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go over the last part of this. We all like to do it. Pub Table Racers is the key here, and big appreciation to Pub Table Racers. Go to pubtableracers.com. Find them on all the platforms out there for your podcasts, your platforms. YouTube, go and find them on there. Apple Podcasts, iTunes. They're absolutely wonderful. Brandon Banks, your race winner. DLJ in the 65-second. Wesley Strait comes home third. Denson fourth, Mark Harrison fifth. Up 15 spots, so good little move right there for the driver. Flippin, Robert's Belt, Dublé, Michael Newbrow. What I tell you, top 10 finish for that driver. I like it. What a good run for him. AJ Green at 11th, Rasick to 13th. Ryan Wilson finishes in 14th. These guys absolutely a good drive off. Jesse Priest in 17th, Brandon Sauls to 18th. All these guys just one lap down. And who'd have thunk it that we had to run this along? What a good run for all the drivers. Chris Budds finishes 23rd. Kirkwood, our new driver, finishes in 24th. Johnson to 28th. And back in last but not least, all the rest of it. Myself, Chris Massey, we're just kind of chilling. Thank you to, I want to give a big thank you to Mr. Ken MacArthur out there. He was our race controller tonight. Absolutely thrilled to have that guy help me out. Does a fair job and enjoys what he does. Raymond Root, 32nd. Seeing everybody come back in here. We appreciate everybody. We just absolutely love it. Thank you to everybody out there for tuning in. If you don't see it, make sure that we get out there. What does what stand for? B&H IT. Yes, what does B&H stand for? We're going to get to that in just a second. You got to stick around for this commercial. It's absolutely hilarious. A big thank you to all of the sponsors out there. FILHAB, make sure you go to signatureesports.com, get you one of those shirts. I'd appreciate you if you did that. Go and give us a like and follow on all the platforms. Thank you to Maximum Sports Cards. We're going to do some gaming probably here pretty soon. And man, oh man, just a good little, it was fun. Thank you to everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. And hopefully you have a good afternoon and good evening and a good morning. Listen to this commercial. It's hilarious.
Okay. Hey, boss. So I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting, we could get John. Boss, you good?
Yeah, good. So you know new phones we got, right? Really awesome, saving us a lot of money. The company we got them from, B&H, what did that stand for?
I'm not sure. Did you check the website?
Yeah, check the website. You'd think it'd be there. It's not there. I don't know what to do. It's driving me crazy. Bacon and ham, maybe? Is that, no?
You said it was an IT business?
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be bacon and ham.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was thinking for the first quarterly meeting.
Todd, I don't care about the first quarterly meeting, okay? We got to figure out what B&H stands for. That's what we're focused on. You got it?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Barbers and hairdressers? That doesn't make sense.
B&H. We make it happen.
I got it. It's boats and